The neighborhood bully thought the old man was weak. He was wrong in 3 seconds. The thing about people who think they're untouchable is that they usually have no idea how heavy the ground feels when you finally hit it. Meet Elias. He's 64 years old, retired from the Forest Service, and spends his mornings tending to his prize-winning hydrangeas in a quiet suburb outside of Nashville. He's the guy who waves at the mailman and remembers your dog's name. He's peaceful. But then there's Jax. Jax is 24, drives a truck that's way too loud for 3 in the morning, and thinks that because he has a gym membership and a group of yes men following him around, the neighborhood belongs to him. One Tuesday afternoon, Elias is out front, minding his own business, when Jax decides to take a shortcut. He drives that massive truck right over the edge of Elias's curb, crushing a row of blossoms that took 3 years to perfect. Elias walks over, hands in his pockets, and says, "Hey there, son. I'd appreciate it if you stayed on the asphalt next time. Those flowers were a gift for my wife." Jax doesn't apologize. He laughs. He looks at his 3 buddies in the cab and says, "Old man, you're lucky I don't drive through your living room. Maybe if you weren't so decrepit, you could actually do something about it." Elias doesn't raise his voice. He just nods slowly. "I'm just asking for a little respect for the property, that's all." Jax hops out of the truck. He's a foot taller and 80 pounds heavier. He gets right in Elias's face, smelling like cheap energy drinks. "Respect? You want respect? You're a fossil, Elias. This whole block is tired of looking at your dusty old house. Why don't you go inside before you break a hip?" Gramps. His buddies start hooting and hollering. Jax pushes Elias. Not hard, just enough to make him stumble back. Now, what Jax didn't know is that before the Forest Service, Elias spent 20 years as a lead instructor for hand-to-hand combat in the Marines. He wasn't just a soldier. He was the guy who taught the soldiers how to survive when the ammo ran out. Elias looks at the hand that pushed him. He looks at Jax, and for the first time in 25 years, the instructor comes back. "You should get back in your truck, Jax," Elias says. His voice is different now. It's cold. Jax sneers. "Or what? You gonna throw a watering can at me?" He lunges. A big, sloppy, amateur swing. Elias doesn't even blink. He steps inside the arc, catches Jax's wrist, and in one fluid motion. Snap, not a break. Just a very, very painful redirection of the joint. Jax hits the pavement so fast his friends didn't even see him move. The 3 buddies jump out of the truck, ready for a fight. Elias stands over Jax, looking at them. He doesn't take a stance. He just waits. One at a time, or all at once. Elias says quietly, "I've got all afternoon, and I've been looking for a reason to get some cardio in." The 3 tough guys look at their leader, whimpering on the ground. They look at the 64-year-old man who hasn't even broken a sweat. They look at the absolute stillness in his eyes. They didn't want to fight. They wanted a victim. And they realized very quickly they'd found a wolf in a cardigan. They grabbed Jax, hauled him into the truck, and peeled out so fast they left rubber on the street. 2 days later, a brand new set of hydrangea starters appeared on Elias's porch with a note that just said, "Deeply sorry, sir." Elias just smiled, went inside, and made a pot of tea. Because the thing about quiet people is that they usually have the loudest actions. Don't mistake a peaceful life for a weak one. Should the bully have apologized sooner? Yes or a no?